Your smart move number 16, speak to value, not to features. Hi there, Lauren again with Marketing to Mission. I work with small business owners to help them do marketing that is meaningful, measurable, and ultimately moves them forward. And in this series of small business smart moves, we're talking about the quick tips and tricks that you as a small business owner can do that will make your marketing just a little bit more effective. And today's smart move, number 16, is speak to value, not to features. This is something that everyone gets caught up in every once in a while. It's really easy to say, this widget has XYZ. That's really easy. It's very easy to think of what to say to describe your products or your offerings. You just say what it is. But really what people need to know in order to understand and to be intrigued about what you have is what it does for them. The old what's in it for me. You've probably heard that before. But also, one of the things that it really helps with is that it doesn't leave the person to think of how they could use your product or service. You tell them how they could benefit. They don't have to do that mental gymnastics in order to figure out, like, how could I use the widget thing that it has XYZ? You speak to the value that your product or service can offer them. Now, in order to do that, there are some really important things. For example, you do have to understand what their need is. So understanding what the pain points are in your audience. What are they struggling with? What do they need help with? And that takes research, that takes talking to them and understanding them. And sometimes it also takes adjusting what is your product or service. Maybe you first started out with something and you said, this is what it is. But then after talking with some customers, having people use it, you might realize that needs some adjustment, and that's okay. Depending on whether it's a product or a service, it might be more easy to make some of those adjustments. But whatever it is, as you're talking about it, keep your customer in mind. Think about what they will benefit from as they use your product or your service. That's it, number 16, a small business smart move. Have a great rest of your day.